Let's get it.
On a Saturday night in the summer of 2023, Joshua
2023,
Davies
recent
and his
shit.
wife Jennifer were having a night out with a couple of friends when they encountered a stranger at a local wine bar.
All right.
An altercation with this man,
Oh, they
lasting
got
only
video.
moments, left Josh on the ground, unresponsive.
Wait, hold on. I gotta establish who's Josh. Is Josh this dude right here? Cause I feel like he about to. He look like he about to do something aggressive.
The stranger fled. There were a handful of
Oh, they ain't gonna
eyewitnesses
show
to
us.
the incident, yet somehow each told a different version of what they believed had occurred. And tragically, Joshua Davies never woke up. Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge.
All right, all
Today's
right.
case, no matter what version of events you
Excuse me, y'all. Still got a little. I don't know. This cough has been lingering. It's a dry cough. I probably should really go see somebody at this point. But
choose to believe is
is what it
without
is.
a doubt a senseless tragedy. This is the story of 4 minutes that everyone involved wished had never taken place. Let's take a look.
4 minutes. Don't tell me my son got laid down 4 minutes and never woke up. That's crazy. That logo's kind of fire. I like that.
On a Saturday night in June 2023,
I like
a
when they got
restaurant in
video.
Heartland, Wisconsin was hosting a large outdoor concert. Heartland is a village of about 10,000 people located along the Bark River.
What makes something a village in this day and age? Like, I know there's places that are called villages and stuff. I just don't know what constitutes. I should probably look it up. What makes something a village? But then y'all get mad when I go off on tangents. But I just be trying to educate my. I don't care what y'all think. I'm trying to educate myself. What makes something a village? What makes a, a area a village? What makes an area a village? All right, boom. A village is a small community of people that's usually larger than a hamlet but smaller than a town. The fuck is a hamlet? A hamlet, a village, town. Okay, all right, all right. A village is typically a village typically has a population of a few hundred to a few thousand people. Some geographers define a village as having between 500 and 2,500 inhabitants. Villages are often found in rural areas, but some urban neighborhoods are also considered villages. Um, I don't know if that really satisfies me, but I guess it's a small town. I'm done. I'm done. Let's do it. Let's do it.
If you walk 2 minutes down the street from the music venue, Beer Snobs Ale and Eats, you will arrive at Tabby's Lake Country and Wine Bar, a higher-end, smaller bar that overlooks the river. That Saturday,
Let's get
local
into it.
residents Jennifer and Joshua Davies were having a date night. They met up with 2 friends at Beer Snobs, Laura Burke, a longtime client of Jen's hairdressing business, and Brian Richardson, a longtime close friend of Josh's since his teenage years.
All right, so
The
far so
group made
good.
the 2-minute
So
walk from the
cool.
concert to Tabby's at some time just before 11 p.m. When they reached the bar, they were not alone. Laura had met a man at the concert earlier that evening, 64-year-old Kevin Seymour.
Okay,
Kevin
here
had
we go.
attended the event with a friend, though that friend had remained behind when Kevin followed Laura and her group to the wine bar. Kevin Seymour was a stranger to everyone there.
All
As
right,
the
Kevin. He's giving weird vibes, but sometimes that happens. You meet people out, but leaving his friend and he's still going. That's a red flag. Like if he with a buddy, and his buddy stay behind and he still go, that's one or two things. One, his buddy's just lame and he don't want to be out and his friend is like a party dude. Or two, his buddy know he be on bullshit and he don't want to be involved. So he went home. And I feel like that's the case.
The group began to congregate at the end of the bar. Jen introduced herself, as well as her husband, Josh, his arms covered in tattoos, as well as his bearded best friend, Brian.
Oh,
Laura
okay.
wandered over to the table to join them moments later. What transpired over the next 4 minutes was an inexplicable escalation of events that would forever change the lives of everyone present.
Ignorant moment
Kevin,
coming up.
standing with his back to the bar camera, took offense to the tattoos visible on Josh Davies' arms.
Hold on, why he take offense to the tattoos, chap? Why he take offense to the tattoos? What kind of tattoo? Did he have offensive? Did he had questionable symbols or derogatory things, offensive material tattooed on him? Or was he just bugging?
According to all present, upon meeting Josh, Kevin informed him that his tattoos were a sin against God. Brian recalled Kevin stating, "You know what they say about tattoos? You are going to hell for ruining God's work."
Well, complete transparency, I don't have any tattoos. I'm not a tattoo person at all. Do they say tattoos mean you go to hell? I know it's frowned upon. It might be something in the Bible, maybe about like doing stuff to your body, but I don't really know the deepness of that. That's a real serious statement. I think you might need to drop some scripture for me, my boy, because you're going pretty far, damning them to hell. Like, at least drop a bar, drop a verse or something.
These statements, delivered aggressively, were initially perceived as jokes. It was an odd way to speak to someone you had only just met.
Yeah, he
The
was on he
topic
was
of
on
tattoos
bullshit.
prompted a separate chat between Jen and Laura.
I know he has to come across mad people with tattoos, bro. So many people have tattoos. I wonder if he presses everybody like that, or he probably just wasn't feeling this dude. He wanted a reason to press him.
Briefly.
That's what I
The
mean.
camera's
I don't know
audio,
why though.
which is muffled, nonetheless clearly captured Josh laughing at the older man's comments.
I'm gonna get more.
My son doubled down. He said, "I'm gonna get more. Going to triple hell." Now he antagonizing him. They antagonizing him now.
Tattoos, according to Brian and other friends, were one of Josh's passions. He was always planning new designs. Moments after, Josh walked away to stand at a further table. Throughout the exchange, Brian Richardson did not speak.
Oh, they jamming in there. Oh, nah, I never heard that one. Yo, he on bullshit, but he got the tough talk down. Oh man, if I'm ever in a club fight situation, I am using that one. He said, "You want to go practice falling down? I'll be right there." That means I'm gonna whip your ass, you bitch ass. This guy's funny, and he's antagonizing him. See? Ooh,
After moving around the table
Dr.
towards
Robotnik
Josh,
not
Kevin started
playing.
stating to the women, he's being a dickhead and trying to be funny.
Dr. Robotnik is serious. A Karen. Both of you. Nah, he really want that smoke. I thought he was just on some drunken bullshit, like he wasn't really ready or about that life. But he came in there and said both of you, like straight up, like I don't know why he followed them there, but man, the man about action.
Doesn't put up
You gotta
with
do what you gotta
bullshit,
do.
he states.
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Like at this point, you got two choices. You got two choices, man. If you the tattoo guy, you either gotta end it there. You gotta put him out, or you just gotta leave, bro. But if you linger there and let him fume, he's gonna go Super Saiyan. Like he's gonna power up because he's yelling at you and you're not defending yourself properly. So his energy is gonna go up because he feels like your fear is going up. Your bravado is going down. So it's gonna supercharge him. And your man's is not saying nothing. Like y'all should have both been wilding on boy, and then he might have piped down a little bit. But y'all don't show no fear, man. This guy's a pit bull.
After some prompting from Jen, the two younger men walked out the front
See,
door.
Jen is smart. Like, yo, keep it pushing, cause he on that.
Laura, too
Nah, but she shouldn't stay in there with him, cause if that's y'all, like they gotta defend y'all. Y'all the women. they gotta defend. What if he try to wild on you? Like you supposed to go with them if they going
Drinks
out,
in
bro.
hand, called out to Kevin, attempting to coax him towards the back exit, which is the same way they had initially come in. From that
Nah,
exit, Kevin could have
nah.
wandered back towards Beer Snobs, where the friend he went out with that night had been left behind. Instead, he took the drink from her hand and placed it on the table.
You did a seat. Maybe you guys are actually really good friends.
She wasted too. She wasted.
I've been trying forever. 20 years.
The lady's failed attempt to de escalate the situation was made clear only moments later. Josh, standing at the threshold of the bar's front door, hollered inside to his wife, "Why are you still talking to that effing asshole? Let's go."
Nah. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Your ladies is being a little wild right now. Like they shouldn't be in there talking. He just called y'all all kind of names. Said he gonna drop y'all all that. They shouldn't be worked. Like they should be going with you. He's 100% valid for coming back and be like, yo, why y'all still talking to him? Like you pushed me out. We out of here. Stop talking to this dude, bro. We don't know, bro. See. And now they trying to grab him and stop. Man, I wish. Now he washing them. Now he
Less
washing
than
them up.
1 minute after Kevin disappeared from view, Jen returned to tell staff that they needed help. Josh Davies' head had hit the sidewalk with some force.
Ooh.
He needed immediate medical attention.
Yo, all respect out to the families and everybody involved. So I'm just reacting to this, but he did tell him to practice falling down, and he fell down not properly, which is crazy to say. I know it's crazy to say, bro. It's a sensitive situation, but like, I got a dark sense of humor sometimes, I think. But he did tell him to practice falling down, like.
Kevin Seymour, after a brief pause at the door, had taken off down the street.
And he booked it too. He ran.
Exactly what had occurred in the moments after Kevin left the bar, leading to Josh's injuries, would become the topic of heated debate and uncertainty.
Yeah, I kind of want to know who.
Officers from the Heartland Police Department found Joshua Davies on the concrete, coming in and out of consciousness. The 39-year-old was rushed to the hospital. The impact from his fall had caused a traumatic brain injury. Josh spent 27 days in the intensive care unit at the Aurora Summit Trauma Center. On July 12th, nearly 1 month after the incident at Tabby's Wine Bar, he passed away from his injuries.
Damn, R.P. Brody. Damn, Brody.
Quiet, quaint night to have a date night with your wife.
Who's you?
And to be
Oh, it's his
assaulted
family friend.
for
All right.
having a tattoo. Each tattoo is a personal message from the person who wears it. A shared memory, a bad memory. At no time did deserve to be attacked.
You know, he bro was on demon time, bro.
Those
Like
who knew Josh Davies well were
he want to talk about people going to hell. Like he straight punched a dude out for, I guess, having a tattoo is the best way you could. Like he wild out, bro. You want to talk about going to hell? I don't think you're supposed to just be punching people out. I don't know. Maybe you are, but you got to show me the scripture.
unanimous in their description of him. A big personality. He had a love and zest for life that was said to be bigger
Not the
than life
zest.
itself. Parents, Patty Pearson and Edward Davies, remembered the big things about Josh. That he was a loving son, brother to his
Then that's
sister,
crazy because
and father to his children.
Yeah, I don't like. It's crazy because I don't feel like he was doing nothing. Like he did everything in his power. Like he wasn't doing nothing wrong, bro. He just a dude with tattoos.
They also recalled the small things, which said
Like
a
in
lot
the
about
situation,
person
he
that
didn't
Josh
do
was.
anything.
He gave really great big hugs.
Like he was joking
easygoing,
around or whatever, but he a
lover,
grown man. Like
not
you
a
talking to him
fighter.
all wild crazy. Like
Josh had met his wife Jennifer 10 years earlier. Only 2 days after they met, he proposed. She accepted,
10
and the two
days.
were married
my
1 year
boy,
later.
my boy. I'll tell you one thing about him. He met his wife in 10 days, proposed. He got married. He do all his tattoos. one thing he do not have is commitment issues. My boy knew what he wanted, and he got that shit.
They remained
Shouts to
happy
him for that.
to the day he died. He was a father to 2 children and
Damn,
became
he had
a
2
loving and
kids?
supportive stepfather to Jen's son.
And
That night, the two
that
were
shit
enjoying
is
their
fucked
date.
up.
They took a photo, smiling together while at the concert at Beer Snobs.
That's crazy.
It was the last photo taken of Josh. Having been born and raised in the local area, the landscaper
That's
had made
crazy.
and maintained a large group of lifelong friends, many of
Yo,
which he knew
at
through
this
his
point, I
love
just want to
of
know what
disc
happened to
golf.
Dr. Robotnik
Cared
over
about
there
his
starting
friends'
trouble with
lives,
everybody,
family
cursing
is
people
very
out,
important
and
to
punching
him.
He was a
motherfuckers, bro.
loud
Like,
dude. He was loud. He was big personality.
babe,
It makes no
come on, man.
sense
Tell me what happened to him. I'm
for
getting anxious. That's
someone
why I
to
can't
be
watch this
that
true
mean.
crime shit, man.
that cruel. So, especially to Josh.
He's one that's going to be hard to replace.
Yo, they better have
Never
like, yo,
duplicated, that's for sure.
yo, they had the pop on boy, bro.
Sleeves
Like,
and designs that he's designed himself, has had friends tattoo him. Absolutely nothing that is offensive to
Yo.
anyone. He was only 39 years old and did not deserve to die like this.
damn, boy. Nah, that's
Earlier on the
crazy.
day of the incident, Josh played disc golf with Brian in the afternoon,
Played what?
while Jen worked for her hairstyling business.
Disc golf.
Brian was the designated driver for the night. As such, he
The fuck is this? Is that like a white person thing? What's disc golf? I never heard of that.
had 1 light beer in the afternoon and abstained for the rest of the night. After golf, the 3 met for dinner before the concert
Oh,
at Beer
disc
Snobs.
golf?
Jen
Still never
recalled
heard of
having
it.
a glass of wine with
Fuck is
dinner,
disc golf?
perhaps 2 seltzers at the show, while Josh was drinking beers at disc golf, and then again 4 hours later at the concert. Though
All right, my curiosity has been sparked. Disc golf. All right, let's do it. Disc golf. The fuck is disc golf? The fuck is disc golf? The fuck is disc golf? Disc golf. I need some literature. I need some literature on disc golf. How do you play disc golf? Basic rules: play to start from the teeing area. All right, no, that's not good enough. That's not enough. That's not good enough. That's just not enough. Make disc golf fun again. What? Tangent time. How to play disc golf. We about to take this out real quick. I'm interested. I might find me a new sport. All right, I'm gonna get back to the. Just let me.
Disc golf is a fun, recreational activity for players of all ages and skill levels. It's the same concept as traditional golf by taking the fewest amount of strokes or throws from the teeing area to the disc golf basket, which is
What is happening right now? It's not.
our target. Instead of using a ball and a club, we're using high-performance golf discs.
High performance golf disc are a
Fly
thing.
farther and high perform better in the wind. If you haven't tried disc golf before, I suggest you try it. I really think you'll like it. So
How much area do I need to
three
play
main
such
types
a
of
such a
golf
game?
discs. You have your driver, your mid-range.
There's
Driver, very sharp, very streamlined, cuts through the wind, cuts through the air.
Yo, it's just a windy broadcast right here, my guy.
Approaches and short
Just I want to see you do the disc golf,
the
man.
disc golf basket in the distance. It's important to keep your points of contact, your feet on the tee pad at all times until the release. Then you're allowed to follow through off the tee pad.
All right,
This one
bro.
right
I
here.
just want to see you try it, bro. There we go. Let's try it, bro. Oh, what the? All right, so it's like frisbee golf or some shit, right? All right. I'm done with this. I mean, whatever he like. It ain't my game.
no one
This
knew
shit look
how
like it
many.
might be fun. I ain't gonna
At
lie
the
to you.
concert, they met up with Laura Burke.
Try some
She had
damn
made a
disc
new
golf.
acquaintance who would join them later that evening, Kevin Seymour.
It's just so crazy. The idea, I know this is a nice wine bar, and he's just walking in with his
Bill
wife
McCluskey.
to see friends, and it's just so shocking.
By 5 a.m. on the morning of June 18th, only hours after the encounter at Tabby's, Heartland police arrived at the home of Kevin Seymour. They knocked and received no answer. Kevin could not be located. While they tried to
I
find him,
bet.
investigators also scoured
Boy's
the
on the
area
run.
surrounding
He
Tabby's
knew
wine
he knew
bar
it was up.
for any available camera footage of the encounter that occurred outside of the building. After several hours of searching, Kevin Seymour came forward to speak with police later that afternoon. He told Detective Paula Hoffa his version of events from the night before. When introduced to Josh and Brian, he assessed that both men were intoxicated.
I assessed that. That's him? That's him?
They introduced me to the two guys.
That's the most gangster man in the village right here? That's the village gangster? Kevin the village gangster. It's crazy.
So I don't have any idea what their names were.
Yeah.
And but I could tell that they were pretty intoxicated.
Okay.
And he had tattoos all over.
Okay.
Yo, stop with the tattoos, boy. You about to, yo.
Comment. I said, somebody had said to me that if you got a tattoo, that you're marking out God's work,
Facts.
And it's a sin. And I mentioned that to the guy, and he's like, you must be one of those fucking Catholic boys.
Okay.
And
One of those Catholic boys is crazy.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm Lutheran. And I
Nigga said I'm Lutheran, nigga, and I throw hands, nigga. That's what he said. He said I got these. This is what I do. He ain't say that though. He jacking it. We got you on tape, bro. Lying.
He was we instantly did not hit it off, if you will.
Okay.
Kevin characterized the interaction that followed as jovial, at
We did
least
not hit
on
it
his
off.
part.
You think? The music is fire though.
He admitted that there was tension between himself and Josh, yet he did not depict the exchange as confrontational.
Bro, you said you was gonna fuck him up and he need to practice falling. How's that not confrontational, bro? Like, is this guy?
Again, you can
Guy's
tell there
crazy.
was tension between us and stuff. So when he called me a Catholic boy, so that kind of didn't go over real big, but
So were you upset by that comment that he made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
He was upset about being called a Catholic boy. You was upset from the beginning, my man.
maybe it wasn't appropriate, but I was just making a comment about it.
You said he was going to hell, bro.
Years ago.
Them's fighting words.
Did you start yelling at him?
No, I just said I'm Lutheran, and and that's when things got a little blurry because it was.
It got a little blurry because that's when you went into crime time.
Okay.
You knew you was about to commit a crime, brother.
And I was saying things, and I'm like, why don't you two get out of here? I said, why don't you go outside, practice falling down?
Nah, he did say that, though. That's a crazy lie.
Okay, so you guys were all like talking.
Yeah, just talking shit, guys.
So both talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had said something to me, like fuck you, this and that, and I don't even really recall. Now I'm being honest with you, I don't really recall using any swear words or anything like that. But I was still in control. I knew it was going on, but I had that feeling with him. I did not like him from the get-go.
Kevin continued on to explain what led to the serious injuries sustained by Josh Davies after the men went outside. At the point that this interview took place, Josh was receiving treatment in the hospital, but it was not clear to anyone involved at that stage that Josh would ultimately die as a result.
Fuck,
of
why you
this
ain't tell me my mic
altercation.
was muted mic.
So then
Goddamn.
his wife takes both of them because they're inebriated. And takes them outside, the thing to cool down and whatnot.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden he comes back in the bar and says,
Bro, this dude Kevin right here, he been in some shit before. Like he this is not his first time being in this type of semi-interrogation situation. Like, he been in some shit before. He already got the Diet Coke and everything, like.
some more shit to me, to everybody.
And he's spitting his bullshit.
Okay.
He got it ready.
I don't know exactly what he said, but it was directed towards me. And
Who swung first?
Then I went outside. The girls tried to, say,
Yeah.
they're drunk, blah. And I'm like, well, and I swear to you on my dad's grave and on my kid's life,
All right.
I went outside and his friend and this guy had stools
All right.
Okay.
in their hands.
So they had
And
weapons.
So the guy and his friend had stools.
Yeah, they're up in the air like this.
They pumping them in the
And I
air.
said, what did you say? And then now now you're gonna hit me with a stool. I'm gonna get knocked in the with a stool.
Right.
And 2 stools. So,
Right.
but so the one friend, he tried to hit me with a stool first.
All right. There you go. I was waiting to see who he say try to like. If he not lying, I don't know if he's lying. But if he's not lying, I wish we had cameras out there. And he came out and they had stools ready to stall on, boy. He was in every right at that point to fire off the first shots. Pow, pow, pow. Like he was. I don't know if he telling the truth though, because it sound good. But I feel like the way he was being so aggressive, I feel like he just went out there and just started wilding because he was already telling them to practice falling down. Like I think he already came there with intentions to get it rocking. Like he was like, "Yo, listen, we gonna get it going." I don't know about that stool story. I don't know if there was stools outside or not. I don't know if they was even gonna jump him because the other dude with the beard, I forgot his name. He didn't seem like he was about no type of violence. Like the tattoo dude seemed like he would have took him in the fair one, but the other dude seemed like he wasn't even helped. I don't know.
And I don't know really what happened, but all I did is block it.
He blocked.
And
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah.
And I didn't touch him.
Oh nah,
I
he's
didn't
nah,
know.
he's
The other
lying.
guy, the husband, he comes in. He winds up and he's gonna not. And I don't
Blocked
know
it?
what the hell happened with me if I had
Oh, he went in the Matrix.
almost it was like second part or something. I just held my hand there and I just pushed him that with the stool in his hand and I just pushed him away. He fell over onto the ground and then I left.
Yeah. So he just hulked out. He just caught, bow, and just pushed him. Yo, you got a little size to you, my boy, but I don't know if I believe that. They was that weak. You just pushed him in the stool. He fell on the ground, hit his head, and KO'd us. I don't know, man. I don't know. What y'all think, man? I don't know.
A collection of high tables and metal stools sit outside of
Okay,
Kevin's
so
bar
there were
along
stools
the
outside.
sidewalk.
Okay.
In Kevin's retelling of events,
Valid.
both Brian and Josh attacked him with these stools,
Okay, it's
throwing
getting
them
interesting.
towards him while he deflected them. Kevin
Those
claimed
stools
that
are
Josh fell to the
deflectable.
ground as a result of him blocking an attack with one of these stools. Kevin pushed at the stool that Josh held, which was enough force to cause his fall.
He's strong as shit,
It
huh?
was an act of self-defense.
I do remember that it was open hand, but I don't recall him, and I do not recall hitting him in the face whatsoever.
They probably could
I
tell if he
recall
hit him in the
hitting-
face, right?
Not hitting, but pushing the stool, period, into him, and then he fell over.
Could it just be the resolution, or she don't really got no notes on this paper? She's just full of shit.
Later in this interview, Kevin amended certain details, namely that Brian, as well as Josh, threw a stool at him. It was possible, he conceded, that it was only Josh who tried to throw anything.
All right.
But on one point, he remained
All right.
consistent. He did not strike Josh directly.
If you want to use the word violently, that's kind of unfair, but I would say, yes, I pushed him down with one open hand, and he immediately
He
went
just hit
down
him with the
ground.
E-Honda real quick.
And
Pow, pow,
I
pow.
didn't say nothing to anybody else. I turned around and I walked away. That was it.
And
that point, okay, so right now the only discrepancy is that you say you pushed the stool into him and pushed him down, and everyone else is saying you made contact with his face and he went down.
Yeah, no,
Either way, he went down by your force. Can we at least agree on that? He went down by your force.
absolutely.
Okay? Onto
This
the
is
sidewalk,
crazy.
correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
What you mean?
No offense.
Oh,
But if you're paying more than $30 per month on car insurance,
it's crazy.
you're getting ripped
crazy.
off.
Oh, wow.
The only source of footage outside of Tabby's was an internal security camera from the hometown pharmacy building located just next
Let's
door.
see what we get. What we
This
get. What we
recording
get.
captured the incident through the window.
Yeah, I get excited when people be telling their stories and then you find out they got cameras, because then we get to see what really happened. That shit makes me hype. Like, yeah, let's see if how they remembered it or if they lying or what. I like that shit.
Obscured by the pharmacy door and
Damn.
walls.
Damn.
Forensic technicians enhanced the quality of this footage, adjusting the lighting and reducing the speed. From the right of the screen, a figure, determined to be Josh Davies, first appears
Where?
moving towards the left,
Okay.
where his torso becomes visible through the glass pharmacy door.
Okay.
A second figure, Kevin Seymour,
Oh, I see a little
appears in
bit.
view just behind Josh. As Josh falls to the ground, Kevin
Uh-huh.
appears to be standing above him for only an instant.
Yeah.
Then he runs off
Then he
in the
walked off that
direction
way.
he came.
Yeah.
In the view of investigators and the state of Wisconsin, the video showed Kevin charging towards Josh. The younger man appears to lunge forward, perhaps throwing a metal bar stool.
Okay.
But a moment later, as he hits the ground, investigators believed that the following frames showed Kevin Seymour's follow-through from a single closed fist punch. They also asserted that it was this violent action that caused Josh's death. This was not a case of self-defense, they thought. He had pursued and attacked Josh because he didn't like his tattoos.
yeah. Dang, did he really
Kevin
trip
Seymour
him?
was arrested and indicted
This
for
nigga
murder.
look crazy.
Kevin pleaded not guilty, and the case moved to trial in August.
They put him in the
2020.
red Dr. Robotnik.
His defense team made no excuses for him losing his temper inside of the bar that night. But defense attorney Scott Shiro took issue with the assertions made about the physical altercation.
It's hard
Kevin
to see.
had
ain't
not
gonna
acted
lie.
intentionally to cause harm to the younger man. There was no punch thrown. He was defending himself.
He sort of threatened him, but
As counsel
I get
said,
it.
she wasn't wrong. My client was weirdly angry about this tattoo that Mr. Davies had.
My client was weirdly angry. It's crazy. I
why
don't
he
know if
cared
that's
so
helping.
much, but it's not. It seemed stupid. Seemed not
Yeah.
really appropriate.
Yeah, nah, you fired, my boy. You don't talk about me like that. I don't know why he cared so much. It's stupid. You don't call me stupid, my bro, unless we going for that type of defense. You don't do that. Come on,
frankly,
man.
This case is about somebody trying to hit my client with a stool.
Okay.
And
See
my
how this plays
client
out.
stopping this person from doing so by stopping the momentum of the stool as it came rushing towards him. And it is terrible because, somebody hit their head. But he tried to attack my client. And my client may have been acting like a jerk. But you can't attack a
What
person with a
defense
stool.
is this? That my client's a
There
jerk, but
were
let
a
him free
handful of
defense?
eyewitnesses to the alleged punch or stool attack, though each presented different versions of the event. The only consistent detail across all eyewitness testimony was that things
Come on,
happened
get that
very
cobweb
quickly.
out the camera, man.
Jen Davies recalled portions of the conversation inside the bar.
What do you recall Kevin saying to Josh about the tattoos?
That he ruined the body God gave him and that he was going to go to hell.
Do you recall if Josh responded to that statement?
Well, sorry. Kevin also said, do you know what God says about tattoos? And Josh joked and said, get more.
Jen told the jury about how she ran to the door ahead of Kevin to prevent him from chasing Josh from the bar. Jen Davies stands 5'2" tall. Kevin
W
Seymour
wife.
is 6'2" and
W
weighed
wife. Well, not W
275
wife.
pounds
In that
in June
instance. But
2023.
she should have
He
took it
pushed
down.
straight past her.
Kevin,
Listen, man, real shit. Me and my boy, We in the lounge bar, whatever, with our ladies, wives, girlfriends, whatever. We get into an argument with a dude. We leave the bar. Ma'am, ladies, you leave the bar with your dude. You don't stay in a bar with an irate Dr. Robotnik who's threatening to punch people. You don't do that. That's 9 times out of 10, that's not going to end well. If you just leave with your dudes, it's cool. Y'all all together, whatever. It's not about, we don't need them drinks. You don't need to be brave. Like, the dude is obviously a problem. If you're going to get away from him, get away from him. Don't, come on. That to me is, and she probably feel a little bad for that. She should, and she probably do. But, ladies, if your dude getting into it with somebody outside and he exits the situation, you should exit the situation with him, and y'all could just keep it pushing. Simple as that.
Immediately charged past myself and Laura to run outside. I watched as Kevin charged towards Josh. Josh picked up a stool and chucked it at
He did
Kevin
pick up the stool
to defend himself. Kevin.
Damn, Joshy boy. I don't know now. Now it's sounding kind of crazy because did he, like, this account is one account. Was he defending himself with the stool, or did he have stools on deck already? That's really the deciding factor, because if Kevin came out and the stool was already like in motion towards him, yo, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if he went at him, which it seems like it, but you can't be sure, but it seems like he was being aggressive. This is good. Let me just watch this.
Ran
Y'all right.
past
I'm
the
gonna shut up.
stool and punched Josh.
Did the stool hit Kevin?
I don't believe so.
Can you tell us how Kevin punched Josh?
With the fist.
With his right hand.
Do you remember if it was a fist or an open hand?
A fist.
Where did Kevin go?
He ran past me.
Did he say anything?
Yes.
What did Kevin say?
Fuck you, man.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Best friend Brian Richardson, who was standing outside
Crazy
near
to
to
snuff
Josh when
somebody
Kevin
and be like,
exited
I'm getting the
bar,
fuck out of here.
told a similar version of events as Jen, except he never saw Josh lift or throw a stool.
But is this the guy right here? This is the guy. Like, if you ever got into some things with your peoples or whatever, and there's just one guy who's just really not there for it, he don't never remember nothing. There's guys like that. You get into it, you a group of people, y'all get into a fight or you get into something, and there's one guy that you with, he don't remember nothing. He don't remember nothing. He don't remember anything correctly. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember anything correctly. You know who that? Come on. You look petrified right now, and come on.
Yeah, I saw him punch Josh.
The fear crippled his brain.
Right when he came
His
out the door,
memory
did you see him do
got damaged by fear.
No.
What did you
I
do?
saw him running towards Josh.
What did you do?
Did you see a stool?
Outside their stools. I don't remember ever seeing anybody with one.
Okay.
He was probably halfway down the block.
I don't believe so.
Okay. So after you see Kevin advancing towards Josh and Josh backpedaling, what did you see next?
The sky.
Kevin kept coming at Josh and then punched him in the face, and Josh hit the ground.
Did you see anything in between that?
No.
Aside
His
from
life
Josh's
flashed
wife
before his
and his
eyes.
best friend, there was one additional eyewitness who was outside of the bar that night and watched the encounter in real time. John Laporte, who is a musician. He was playing a gig at the wine bar that evening.
Oh, they got
By the time the
musician
group
in there.
arrived, John was packing up his vehicle. He overheard pieces of the heated exchange inside the bar as he came and went with his equipment. The musician said it was Kevin that grabbed a stool and threw it. He later collected the...
All right. So now we got one person saying, we got two people saying Josh threw the stool. The wife and Kevin said that. Got one person saying they ain't see no stool situation. And now you got the music guy saying Kevin, like, somebody get this man. Look at this guy. He looked like he belonged on the side of some type of currency. And I'm not talking about like the president's face. He looked like an eagle. He looked like the eagle that should be on the back of the quarters.
stool from where it landed in the street.
Then I remember Josh walking back into Tabby's in the front door. I'm right here at my car.
Okay.
And the door's right here. And I thought, why is he going back in there? They obviously
'Cause he wanted
aren't
smoke.
getting along real well. And then I thought, well, maybe he's going back in to get the girls or something.
As he should.
Seconds after that, I saw Kevin come out the front door, walked past the front of Tabby's. In front of Tabby's, there were some high-top tables and
That's about his business. Look at his tie. Look at his tie. Is that
some
music shit on his
short
tie?
metal bar stools.
Okay.
He grabbed one of the bar stools.
Who did?
Kevin did.
Okay.
As he walked past the front of it, walking towards the other two men standing, like, still same spot, half a block away in front of the pharmacy.
This should turn
You
into
saw
a
him
mess.
grab one of the stools.
Grab one of the stools.
This should turn
And
into a
did you
full
see
mess.
Mr. Seamer do anything with the stool?
He threw it, but I don't know if he was actually trying to throw it at him. I saw it hit the curb and bounce off into the street.
Okay.
Next, I remember he had walked all the way down there and he was right in front of the two guys and pretty close to them. And Josh just took like one step forward and I saw Kevin hit him. It looked like either with his fist or with a forearm smash, kind of. And then I saw
Forearm smash. Saw
Josh
somebody
fall
playing
flat
UFC.
back on his head
Okay.
and was laying there on the concrete.
Did you see Josh with a stool at any time?
No,
Did you see Josh
Should have used the
with
eagle
a stool
eye.
above his head?
no. The only stool I ever saw was the one that I picked up and put back.
And
You
that was the
put it
one
back.
that you saw being thrown by
You
Kevin?
you had the stool.
Laura
You was the
Burke
other
had
person
also
with the
tried
stool.
to stop Kevin from leaving the bar. She grabbed at his shirt tail as he moved past her. Laura testified that from inside where she remained, she could see Josh through the window. He held a metal stool above his head, ready to throw it at Kevin. There
Okay,
was no
so-
consensus on whether Kevin threw a punch, an elbow, or a push. No one could agree who held a metal stool as a weapon, or
Well,
which
3
man
people
may have
agreed.
thrown one. The video evidence from next door appears to show an object on the ground by Josh's feet before he fell, but the quality is too poor to confirm what that item may have been. Kevin's defense relied not only on his assertion that he was blocking the stool, but also that Josh Davies was grossly intoxicated. Unlike the others who could testify to their relatively moderate drinking that night, no one
Damn.
could confirm how many beers Josh had consumed. None of the
Damn.
witnesses perceived Josh to be drunk. However, his blood alcohol was measured
See, the
at a
alcohol
minimum
getting
of
him in
0.24,
trouble.
which is above standard levels, impacting judgment, balance, and memory.
They gonna blame
An
it on the
expert
alcohol.
testifying for the defense told the jury that Josh's coordination and motor skills would have been severely impacted. The implication was that even a defensive push delivered by Kevin could have caused Josh to trip and fall harshly to the ground.
Damn, this might not.
Furthermore,
this might
there was
not end
no
good.
documentation of a bruise or mark on his face
Ooh.
where the alleged punch was said to
So
have
that punch
landed.
was either weak or it didn't happen. It was either a weak punch or it didn't happen, chat. What's going on? Is he about to get off? Is Kevin about to get off? It sounds like Kevin about to get off, right?
That caused this.
Kevin about to get off.
One is that he had left his feet and he was swinging a stool, which was blocked. Smaller force met larger force pushed it away, and he fell. The second
He said he
is
weak.
that he was
Heisman though.
intoxicated, grossly so. Now, again, it's not a judgment on him, but it does make it harder for him to do what he's trying to do physically, and it caused him to go down. And lastly, that there does appear, I don't know if you want to call it a trip or what you want to call it, but absolute zero showed that something came right at his feet, just as about the time he's about to, launch. I don't know if that's a trip or if that's just another factor, but those are factors that caused him, I think, in part to go down. But the
Lawyer's
principle
cooking right
is
now. He's cooking.
he's trying to swing a stool.
He's cooking.
And my client blocks it, and in his intoxicated state, he fell.
He's cooking
District
right now.
Attorney Sue Opper closed with an explanation that cut through the messy eyewitness testimony and boiled the case down to one core legal fact. Kevin Seamer was the instigator. He provoked Josh Davies. He cannot claim self-defense after creating the confrontational
After telling him he
circumstances
gonna go to
in
hell?
the first place. If Kevin felt the need to defend himself from an attack, all he had to do was stop moving forward, turn around, and go back inside.
There's a stool in here somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Really doesn't matter. You don't have to sit here in your deliberations and figure
the
out
ops.
exactly who had the stool, when, and
Sue
where.
Op at the ops.
You don't. Because Mr. Shiro was flat out wrong on one thing. He told you, I can provoke a fight and still claim self-defense. He said that. That is not the law, ladies and gentlemen. He's afraid for his safety? Why keep going, Mr. Seamer? Turn around and go back in the bar. Absolutely no explanation for his behavior other than he wanted to hurt Josh. He didn't like him from the start. He didn't like his tattoos. And he's going to be the one to finish this, right?
I don't know how this gonna go, Chad. What
He's
y'all
not
think?
going
How
out
this
the
gonna
back door
go?
with Laura. Not
How's this
returning to
gonna
his
go?
friends. In fact, he ran. He goes up to Josh, punches him in the head, and runs.
Now she make him seem like he's a
Be
coward.
seated.
Dang, how this gonna go? How this gonna go?
Four-person.
Dang, this is one I don't. Wait, that's not him. That's not him. That's not him. Hold on. That's him. He's the judge. That's him.
Four-person.
That's it. That's it. That's him. That's him. He's the judge. Is that his brother? His dad? Oh, he getting off. What the? He's getting off.
Back verdict to the bail, please.
What kind of village is this?
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of felony murder, aggravated battery with the intent to cause bodily harm as set forth in count 1 of the information.
Ooh.
The jury returned with a
Damn,
guilty
your own
verdict
brother ain't
on
a
one
joke.
count of felony murder. The maximum sentence under state guidelines was 21 years.
He took it like a G2. He sat down like, whatever.
At his sentencing hearing in September,
Bro, you can't tell me, nah, I'm not being weird, bro. They don't look alike, bro. He not playing two roles. They ran out of actors.
the state introduced previous incidents where Kevin had lashed out at strangers in public, including once.
I told you when he was in that interrogation room, this is not the first time he been through something. You can tell. You could tell he's stone cold. This is a repeat offender. He go out there cursing people out for all kind of things. He probably tell people, hey, you eating too much. That's gluttony. You going to hell. Like, I'm telling you, this dude, problematic.
In 2015, when he lost his temper on a 15-year-old kid at a car wash.
Put this nigga away. Put him away. I'm done with him.
In another instance in 2022, he told a contractor who had been hired by a neighbor to remove trees from their property line that he would put him in a hole. The threat was taken seriously enough that police were called and the incident was formally reported.
Told you.
Behavior like this, the state argued, was good reason to keep Kevin Seamer locked away for a significant period. He was unpredictable and had a history of angry
Yo, get him off my
outbursts
screen.
following very short
Ugly ass.
interactions
Damn.
with people he took a sudden disliking to.
Oh,
Judge William
you gonna
Domino
dislike a lot
handed
of people
down a
in that
sentence
jail, my
of
boy.
7 years of incarceration, followed by another 5 years on extended supervision.
He got a murder, 7 years and 5 years probation.
Kevin's alcohol level was never tested on the night that Josh Davies was injured, since he could not be located until later.
Because he said, I'm going to get the fuck out of here and ran.
But as a central condition of his supervised release, the judge ordered that he was to maintain sobriety. The 65-year-old spoke at the hearing, expressing remorse and asking forgiveness of the family.
I only hope Josh's family and friends can please find it somewhere deep.
Now you want to cry, nigga. Take it like a G, nigga. You wanted to go put niggas on the ground. You accidentally killed boy. And now your brother sent you to jail.
Friends and family found a fitting way to honor Joshua Davies' memory with a tattoo. These were proudly on display as they received justice for the death of a much-beloved husband, father, brother, son, and friend. In a heartbreaking irony, Josh, the fun-loving friend with a big personality, had been fond of the saying, live and let live.
You should have left. Should have left, bro.
That was the tragic case of Josh Davies.
That's crazy.
Thank you once again for joining me, and a special thanks to Shell Shocked for joining our members lounge. I'm Kevin. This is Just Thought Lounge.
Oh, you, Kevin.
And I'll see you in the next
I
one.
already subscribed to the boy. I'm definitely gonna hit it with a like. This was a good one. Another good one for sure.